What a game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome to the home of the Colorado Buffaloes, Boulder, Colorado. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on another SEC rival, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Volunteers will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Wide receiver going in motion. Using his legs, it's Welch. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. Is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
And the Buffaloes just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Lewis wants to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And he pulls it in at the 15. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. There are penalties you sort of forget about and others that sort of stick with you for a while. You get a play like that wiped out, that one's going to linger. Right back to the well. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Lets it fly. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. And the Buffaloes will call on their punt team. Looks as if they might have a little something going on that drive, but they'll have to kick it. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. On the run. It's speedy. Runs through the tackle. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Turning it on. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. And the Volunteers want to move quickly.
Love that throw there. And I remember as a Gator playing against Tennessee, you knew as a quarterback you were going to have to bring your A game to the park because of who was on the other sideline. I played against Peyton Manning, and I played against T. Martin, who won a national championship there. They have a legacy at that position. And this guy for Tennessee, he has a chance to be the next great one.
The Vols will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a grab. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And the Vols will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Volunteers!
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Motion from the wide receiver. Here's the handoff. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk after the 30-yard line.
I like the poise by the quarterback on that play, too, because a lot of times as a quarterback, you see the blitz coming, and immediately you want to audible, you want to try to throw the ball. But he knew that he had a good run play called, and he knew he could leave it on. Heads-up play by the QB.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He wants to change this route. Lewis to throw. Fires to the tight end. There he goes. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, Dave?
Yep, it's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. And the pass falls harmlessly to the ground. We'll see if the laundry is as harmless. 3 yards. 1st down for the offense after that penalty. The give from the gun. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. back to pass. He's looking deep. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
That's an example of the offensive coordinator trying to be aggressive and trying to take a shot. Now, the offense isn't able to click on that play, but moving ahead in the second half, it's important they continue to dial up these big plays. You want to stay aggressive, and you want to keep testing this secondary.
Unloads it left. Another incompletion on third down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
He wants to go deep. And incomplete on the deep ball. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Here's the pressure. Got a man. It's Lewis. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Good timing on the quick out. He gets it into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 48.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Right on target this time. He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a first down.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Caught in the backfield, it's Lewis. Breaks into the open. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
Great job, too, by the QB there. Holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
To the 15. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
The Volunteers have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Under fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks need time when they're in the pocket to complete throws. That QB had no shot after taking that hit.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And the full dive and the grab down the left. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Vols! Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Send the tight end in motion. Lewis wants to pass. Under fire. He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there.
And this is what the offense knows they cannot do. They can't allow sacks. In their last game, they were sacked 5 times. Obviously lost that football game. And early in this one, they're having issues again, keeping their quarterback standing up straight.
He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
Your turnover is brought down at the 39, and the Tennessee offense will take over.
They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. This is a design run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. It's Staley. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
That's reeled in. It's Staley. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And now about this lower intestinal fortitude. 4th and 1 in your own territory, and the big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Finds his man. It's Lewis. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. In this defense right now, they have no answers.
Off the play fake on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got his man downfield. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
Man, that's a really nice job executed by this offense. 3rd down, defense expecting pass. They had a plan. Quarterback drops back, gets rid of the football. Nice job after the catch, and a great job setting up a 1st and goal for this offense.
And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop. They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Pushes toward the goal line. He is going nowhere as the defense is manhandling this running game.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's...
Touchdown, Tennessee! Quick strike through the air for the score. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They really needed to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Lewis to throw. He's taking the shot. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field and they're trying to make it happen. But the defense, they have been lights out. They force another.
Oh, he's got some space. And he's wrestled to the ground.
Man, that's a good play when you're inside your own 10, running out, trying to get something positive so you don't have to throw out of your end zone and possibly take a safety, and then boom, you pop one. You get big-time space, big-time yardage. Nice job by the offense.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Finds the tight end. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a 1st down.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop, caught the shotgun snap, and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
Takes the handoff. It's Hayden. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the 2nd half on defense? That's the question.
Makes the grab. It's Hayden. And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35.
And there's finally a bright spot for this offense in the passing game, completing that on third down. I know we're in the second quarter. They're trailing by a lot, but you need something positive to happen here to build some momentum. Maybe they can build on that, drive the field, score some points before going in here at halftime, get a little juju going.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. If they're going to keep covering him like that, they're just going to keep going to him.
Yeah, and it's so hard because you want to stay back and take away the weapons outside.
Going for it all. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
You just feel like the sense of urgency is going up for this offense now. They haven't had that many possessions so far in the game, and because they've got no points now, it feels like the quarterback's starting to press. He's trying.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Trying to take it back. And it's a fumble after that huge gain.
What a roller coaster on that play, Palmer. The defense gets the interception, and then he fumbles the ball trying to return it, but a heads-up play to fall on the football and, in the end, create the turnover.
It's amazing, David, because you know the defense practices getting turnovers. I don't know how often, though, they practice ball security. And they made that one interesting, but at the end...
Breaks into the open on the left. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. To the air on first down. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Throwing right. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, he's been Mr. Dependable early in this game. The first 5 attempts, all complete. Finally, the defense able to force an incompletion when they throw his way. This guy's route running his hands. It's a matchup problem, but the defense finally has something good happen.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Finds a man on the right. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. Off play action. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Touchdown, Volunteers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now, and I'm using my athleticism, and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. running play of this drive will come from their own 23. Lewis wants to pass. Safe completion on the screen. Turning it on. Powers through. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
Looking downfield on first down. And he's got his man on the sideline. He'll come up a little short of the first down. And the Volunteers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the grab in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down. Doesn't convert this time.
Yeah, in 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a 2nd time. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a first down. The Vols come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Catch in the middle, it's Staley. So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
Touchdown Vols! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the 2nd half.
Colorado, 0.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Out of the gun, the running back has it. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room as they mark it at the 17. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Buffaloes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They've been dominated. Now they'll try to execute to their own standard. They'll start this drive with a pass. Throws to the wideout. Got a man. It's Matthews.
A lot of smiles right now in this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Look out. He's got room. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass. It just never developed.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too, to try to get him going there.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6.
Here we go, here we go.
Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Linebackers showing off a little bit of athletic ability, playing some man coverage. A lot of times those guys don't play this all the time, so you see them kind of get nervous and a lot of times get that pass interference or get a little bit handsy. Really nice job seeing the football, breaking on it, and swatting it to the ground.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Smashes it between the uprights. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, every game in CUSA is so very critical. How about this one today? Iowa is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Niall Kinnick among the legends to wear that uniform.
And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. To throw. Rushes on him. Blasted as he lets it go. And he throws another interception. His 3rd one of the night. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to kind of get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Out of the gun to give to the back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll try to run for it. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. From the gun, running back on the move. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
And the Buffaloes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Lewis wants to pass. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He's got him. And he got enough for the 1st down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Shut down and shut out in the 1st half, but finally this offense trying to put something together. They go to the ground. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. And the Buffaloes come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, a 4th down stop, and the turnover on downs.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
That's such a nice start to this drive, too, because you've got the lead late and you want to run the football. You want to be physically dominant. The defense knows you're going to do it, and still, on the very first play of the drive, you're able to rip off a long run like that. Great vision there, and a nice job up front with the surge by the O-line.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. So you really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
And the Vols come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Quarterback keeps it. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And that's good enough for a first down.
The Volunteers come to the line with a new set of downs.
22, water. Ready, go.
Now on the move. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they're trying to go with the QB-designed run, but nice job defensively. They were not fooled by it. They were physical up front, and guys defeating blocks, able to get that tackle for loss.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Powers through the defender. There he goes. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
And the Volunteers have their offense in high gear. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9.
Let's go, let's
Looking for room. It's Beebe. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Well, obviously, this game has not been the best statistically of this guy's career so far, but the important thing is you win. And to do that, they need him to play really well here in the fourth quarter. They're going to keep giving him the football with the lead in this juncture, and this is where he needs to have his best runs of the game.
The Vols back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
This is a hard defense to run to the outside against because of their speed. You saw in that last play their ability to go sideline to sideline, win at the point of attack as they shut down that sweep play.
Yeah, and it's also hard when you get in the red because what do we do on defense? We bring in all the big bodies, so there's not a lot of space in there to run. I like getting the ball on the perimeter. You toss it out there, you're running back. He gets out there faster. Got a positive game. Still a couple plays here left, too.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. He'll take it himself. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. They have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's what
Breaks into the open. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Well, it's a nice change-up call on offense because obviously in the fourth quarter, you're down by a bunch of points and everybody in the stadium is expecting you to throw it to get back in the game. So you dial up the run play, you get a huge gainer. Hopefully that can give this offense the momentum they need to try to scrape and claw back into this one.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Lewis to throw. Looking to buy time. He's taking the deep shot. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about.
And this offense has not had much to cheer about. There's something right there. Let's see if they can string a couple of plays together. Listen, this game's probably over, but this offense has got to find some kind of a rhythm, something they can hang their hat on so that moving forward, this offense has an identity.
The Buffaloes will snap it on 1st and 10. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meat, face, ball game over.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.